Now, it's very important to note, it's a pint of really pissy tasting cider that tastes like crap. And the par...
Should I just quote you on that you'd rather have, what was it, Rip Roll?
Yeah, Stowford Press.
Yeah, obviously. Disgusting stuff.
So that's that. But the Stowford Press was par 5.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fairly easy.
I did it in 2.
Yeah, what was it? 3 for me?
Yeah, Ashley did it in 3.
Unfortunately, one behind.
Emma did it in 3. So me, Ashley, Emma, clearly from the outset are the competitors.
Yeah.
You know, we're close to each other.
2 leagues were set up.
Yeah.
There's the winners and then there's the rest.
There's the losers. Fucking losers. So that was done. Let's speed through. Let's go to the third hole. Insert bar name here.
Yep. Again, easy one.
Easy one. It was vodka and Coke, basically.
Double vodka and Coke.
Any equivalent of vodka and Coke. I had Bacardi and Coke.
I did vodka and Coke.
And the other guys
Dan
had,
won.
Southern Comfort and lemonade.
Nice and easy.
Pretty much everybody did it in one, no qualms. Maybe.
2 holes of shots next.
But,
glass of wine next.
However, we had to do that.
Let's skip on.
We had to do the vodka and Coke.
We're missing on very important stuff here.
We had to do the vodka and Coke while spinning. That's slightly important, but it wasn't even that hard. Just in case you wanted to do pub golf, spinning is a fun thing to do. Let's move on. What's the next one?
We've got 2 loads of shots.
Through. So next one was shots.
Twice.
We had to do a nice shot first, though.
Yeah.
That's fairly important. And the nice shot was, for me, it was named after the bar. Insert bar name here. You can't search for it, but it was banana, Bailey's, some kind of spirit, and caramel. Like, beautiful, great. What was yours?
My one, I don't know what it's called. It was warm though. That's what confused me.
Yeah.
Is it the first half, and it was just cold as a shot should be, any alcoholic thing, and you get that last little bit, and it's like they had warmed that up, and it was.
What I think is my theory is that the alcohol, like the spirit, sinks to the bottom, and then that's where you get the real hit.
No, it wasn't just like when they first hand you the glass, you hold it from like about halfway down, and you can feel the warmth coming off the glass.
So we're just taking a break to talk about our non-existent sponsor. Their name is Badgie Bunton, and they're really good. We quite like them. They have very great products, and we think you should go on their website, www.wearenotSponsoredatall.com. Thank you guys, we really enjoy it, and it really helps so then we had the second horrible shot, which wasn't as nice as the first because it was 40%. That was what we had to do. We all had to do Sambuca. Sambuca, if you don't like it, tastes bad. What are your feelings, Sambuca? I like it.
It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, so clearly for
it's not even alcohol, it's just a bad flavour. It just stays in your mouth. It's just disgusting.
And for me, it's beautiful because I like aniseed.
Easy points, I guess.
Easy points. So I was like, well, fuck me, that's brilliant. So we had 40%, a shot of Sambuca. If you know what Sambuca's like, there you go. No much.
Is it not a waste of easy points though? Because regardless if you like it or not, you can do a shot in one.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Like, nothing lost. So moving on, that went decent for all of us. A wine shop. We went to a wine shop, and we all had to have a glass of wine.
We were not classy enough at that place.
We weren't classy because 1, we were all dressed up in weird fucking outfits. 2, I'm about to put somebody up for hostage. Anyway, you're not fucking here for Metal Gear Solid. If you're listening to this shit, clearly you're out of fucking...
Clearly more interesting than this multi-million-pound game.
If you're carrying on watching, you don't fucking care. Like, you care about us. Even though Metal Gear Solid actually sold 180 million, and it was 80 million cost, so it made 100 million profit in its first week.
Wow.
But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so the wine was fine. Ashley doesn't like wine, though.
I wouldn't say I don't like. It's more... I'm not... a big wine drinker, hence it has a certain effect on me.
Yeah.
Well,
the wine went down a treat for me. I did it in 1. You did it in like 5.
It was a while. It wasn't 5.
4 maybe. 3 or 4.
It was 3, but I got many errors.
Like we
hopping, getting back onto the class.
Like, of course, like we mentioned, the hazards, like having to torpedo the VK. We had other things added onto different holes. Like, you had to do a few other things. Like, when you finish a drink, you have to tap it on your chest a few times, that type of thing. And you could lose points by not doing that. And, that kind of happened. The wine was fine. We moved on.
I'm just going to add, this was a really classy wine place. Something you don't do in a very classy wine place is turn up at the front door, hop past the bouncers on one leg,
but also,
and then hop over to the table, trying not to spill wine all over their lovely classy floor.
While leaving, the bouncers put their leg into some kind of...
hurdle,
like a horse jumping over a hurdle, and we had to hop over it. Like, what the fuck? Which is pretty fucked up. That was like hole 6, I think.
That definitely sounds like a sat nav there. You have reached your destination.
Yeah, it's like an iPhone or some shit. It's called the iDroid. I don't know why I'm trying to shoot him from so far away. But yeah, I'm nearing to the hostage. I mean, just to update the 1% of people that actually care about the game. So after that wine place, that classy, very expensive too, because it was fairly expensive for that wine.
It was
the tiniest amount of wine.
We gave like 125 mil.
To make us sound even better, we asked, "What's your cheapest wine?"
They told us about what it was for a small glass while we were hopping, and then we said, "No, do you have anything smaller?" and hence they gave us 125 mil.
Yeah, it was very good though. It went down.
It was nice,
like
but,
like wine generally. Even though I like wine, gives me heartburn, and it didn't give me any heartburn. But let's move on. What was after that? Insert bar name here. Let's move on. What was after that? A very nice pizza place.
It was a very nice pizza place. Yeah. That's when we moved on to the pictures. It gets more interesting here. So this something which you wouldn't do in one.
Keep in mind, this pizza place is a pizza place that we go to very regularly.
Yeah.
And they do huge homemade pizzas. It's kind of like a rustic place that's really unique. Like if you go to where we live, and we're not going to say, but if you go where we live, this type of place is what defines it. Like it's the pizza place where they do homemade huge square pizzas with like 9 slices. You wouldn't be able to eat it by yourself. That type of thing. Like it's really rustic and really homemade. And they also sell ciders that are flavoured, like watermelon, elderflower, strawberry.
Toffee?
Yeah.
Strawberry.
Yeah. Raspberry maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's there somewhere.
Bunch of that. They do it in 2 pints of a pitcher. And genuinely you share that, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Part of the pub golf was to have 1 each.
Yeah. My tactic, because they give you half a pint glass when you get it, was to ask for a full pint glass. Do it in 2. That's big points because par 10. Down that in 2 pints over the space
You're
of
winning,
10 minutes. I'm 8 under par. That's a pretty good score.
Yeah, like it's a 2 pint pitcher.
What's your tactic, Anton?
Well, yeah. So like you said, it's a 2 pint pitcher. You're pretty smart for saying, "Give me a pint glass," because then I can just pour half of the 2 pints into 2 pint glasses over time and drink it within 2 goes. Down the pint. That's 2 par.
Pint's not too bad.
That's really like you're ahead of the game. You're gaining a lot of points instead of doing it in 10.
Depending on your competition, of course.
Depending on your competition, because myself, being myself, I like to
alcoholic.
I like to become the cider. I like to have the 2 pints in front of me in the pitcher, and I like to kind of become the flow of the alcohol and down it in 1.
Yeah.
Did I succeed, Ashley?
You did.
I downed.
Although there was nearly a becoming of the flow the other way.
Yeah, the flow
outside.
nearly left me. I do admit I did lose character. I lost character.
Thank God the classy wine places before.
So after literally downing an entire 2 pint pitcher of cider in 1 without any breaks, I felt quite sick.
I believe the exact quote was,
a bit like Minecraft.
I think I'm gonna chunder.
A bit like getting hit as a Minecraft character. And then after that, we felt fucking sick. Oh fuck, there's a guy there. Oh, dead. I like this. This is exciting now. No Afghan hills. But anyway, after that it was horrible. Our competition, who I spurred on to also down it in 1, felt very sick and went home. Fucking loser. And then we moved on to 2 other ciders.
You gotta finish.
2 lagers, basically.
Got
2 more pints.
Yeah.
And
your friend
50% of the competition left. Went home.
Yeah.
Me and Ashley.
One or more.
We carried on.
Yeah.
We finished.
Three left in the game.
We finished it. We did well. We met another flatmate who was coincidentally in the same pub, and it was cool. We did it. We finished the entire thing. So what were the final scores?
Well, I was...
So keep in mind, the lowest score is the best.
I was over, although it's a bit unfair because I knew that I would get second place.
At a certain point, Ashley gave up.
I decided to enjoy my last pint instead of downing it in one.
Obviously, Ashley would have been slightly closer to me.
But whatever I did, I would get.
He would have lost that any case, but he would have been closer to me if he didn't know he was going to lose anyway. So at a certain point, he basically said, "Well, I'm losing, so I might as well just forget the points."
So what did I get? Par plus 10?
So Ashley had +4. That was your end goal.
Your
end score. And I had -18, which is basically 22 points ahead of my second place.
What was it? 7 holes in one?
Yeah, every single thing I did was
2
hole
in 2, and the only reasons they weren't holes in one is because of some kind of hazard point.
So I pretty much owned it so bad, it's
wrecked.
unbelievable. But, I mean, oh man, it was fun. Halloween was great. You were dressed as Patrick Bateman.
I was.
I was dressed as a bag of jelly beans.
Until it broke.
And
your balls fell out.
And my balls fell out.
Messy.
Oh man, we've got a lot more to say, but that's going to have to be next time. We've got a lot more Metal Gear Solid to play as well. I mean, not much story has happened, but there's going to be a lot more story.
Okay.
And we're not going to have to... Next time, we don't have to fill it with that much story. I mean, we're interesting, so we just filled... You're watching, and we just filled it with a lot of interesting innuendos and stories and about our lives. But, you know, next time, maybe that story of Metal Gear Solid is going to be that great, and I'm going to be playing through episode 6. It's going to be so fun, we don't have to talk that much, I guess. Do you think?
Yeah.
Perhaps. Possibly.
The game picks up.
Yeah. I mean, the intro of Metal Gear Solid was so fucking interesting. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of waiting for something to happen. I don't know. Nothing's happening. Everything I've done so far is like generic. It's just like infiltrate so-and-so.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Pretty standard crap. Interesting, but I mean, I've played it 1,000 times. Oh man. But, I mean, stay tuned, because what do we have next, Ashley? What have we got next? What stories have we got to tell of our antics?
Find out next time.
Yeah, find out next time, because there's a lot to say. Snake's doing some... Well, Big Boss is carrying on with some crap. I don't know what he's doing. I must have played for a bit longer. I guess you're still listening. But, yeah, there's a lot more to say. A lot more to listen. Clearly, this has become a podcast now. A Metal Gear Solid podcast.
I don't think we made any references to the game
to
at
the
all
game,
this
no.
time.
I think it's slowly becoming a podcast. However... Oh, this is where I stick somebody up successfully. Because the last time we saw this, I didn't actually stick him up. He just turned around and fucked me up. Let's see. But yeah, no, this is slowly becoming a podcast. Maybe if the game becomes interesting enough, there'll actually be things we can talk about in reference.
Horse riding simulator isn't exactly high quality.
It's not that great.
YouTube content.
This is episode 5. I assume there's like tens of episodes, like 50 episodes. So maybe it will last a long time and eventually get better. 9 meters away from... This could take a while. Let's see. This is like the blooper reel. Come on, Big Boss.
5.
Yeah. It's just slow. Oh. Come on. Yep. Nice.
How do you know you're behind him?
This is a game mechanic. Like, I guess he understands. Like, if you cock the gun a bit. Oh, man, but... Tune in,
Next time
for the podcast.
Yeah.
The
More
podcast
Metal Gear Solid.
/ Metal Gear Solid gameplay. We've got a lot to talk about, quite honestly. I mean, man, we do these gameplays quite far apart, so there's a lot that happens.
Something's going to happen in the next 3 weeks that we'll pretend is 1 week.
Yeah, a lot happens. We split this video just so it's easier to understand.
Yes.
We split this into like 3 or 4 episodes just so it's easy to understand.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we don't want to bog down 50 minutes to somebody.
I understand it can be very confusing, so if you divide it up, then
it's better for you, you know,
yeah,
for the viewer.
Take a little bit at a time.
Man,
You know, don't want to get too overwhelmed by our interesting conversation.
I guess you gotta quit the video now because we're gonna be gone in about 10 seconds. So
goodbye.
Signing out from Ashley and Flyable. What do you think about that shining light?
She doesn't bet on a Paddy Power.